Hey guys, hope you guys are all doing well in this corona quarantine environment that we're living in right now. I know it's so strange, and I'm at home, so I thought I would do a video, as I mentioned in my last one, that a lot of people are messaging me asking me for some exercises. People that are now stuck at home and can't get to a gym or can't get in to see a physiotherapist, people that have just gotten out of the hospital and now they don't have access to rehab. So I thought I would do a quick video just about some of the things that I've done in the past in order to strengthen my body, some of the things that I actually did when I got out of the hospital. So I hope they help today. If you haven't already watched my video called Fitness After Guillain-Barre Syndrome, maybe check that one out. I talk a little bit more about fitness and like various different things that you want to try and why you'd want to try them and what you want to do. This video is going to be more on showing you the actual exercises that you can try. So before I get started, I do want to say it's very important to listen to your body. If something causes you pain, then you want to stop. Pain is not a part of fitness. Difficulty is, for sure. Something should feel hard, it should feel challenging, but it should never be painful. So if anything causes you pain, you should stop immediately. You also want to do what you are capable of. I'm not going to expect you to do these crazy exercises that you just can't do. You want to start small and slowly increase over time. Now, I'm just going to point out that I cannot cure somebody's paralysis. If your legs are still paralyzed, I'm not going to be able to just magically give you some exercises and then suddenly you're able to walk again. The point of exercises is to get you the strongest version of yourself. And I may not be able to, like I said, cure your nerves or your paralysis in your nerves, but I will be able to help strengthen the muscles around them. And that's going to help you become the strongest version of whatever you're capable of. So just start with doing what you're capable of doing, even if that means you have to modify something. If something is a little bit too challenging and you need to scale it back, that's fine, just as long as you're doing something. But then over time, as your body adjusts, you do want to make it harder. Our bodies, they adapt very quickly. And so as time goes on, the exercise will get easier. So you want to eventually make it harder. And that's how you get stronger. So I'm going to get started, and today I'm going to be showing you some exercises, like I said, that I did at home previously. They're not too complicated. There are various different levels, so some of them are going to be in your chair, some of them will be standing. So again, just do what you're capable of doing today, and I'm just showing you a variety so that you can kind of pick and choose. For a couple of the exercises, I am going to be using a resistance band. You can do them without the resistance band as well. Of course, it's obviously going to make it a little bit more difficult, so as time goes on, it might be something that you want to add. So the first exercise I'm going to show you is going to be sitting in a chair. You can do this in a wheelchair, you can do this sitting on your couch, and you just want to kind of lean forward. You're going to use the band or not, either or. I'll show you without it first. You're just going to want to stand nice and tall, and you're just going to want to lift your leg up and down. Now if you're using the band, then you're going to take the band and you're going to put it around your ankles or just above your ankles. And you want to, again, just sit nice and tall, shoulders pulled back, and you want to lift your leg up and down. And you just want to do that kind of as many times as you can. Another exercise we're going to do, so this one is going to be for the thighs. So you want to strengthen your legs kind of everywhere, you not just one part of your leg. So we're going to put this band right above your knee. And again, you're just going to want to lean forward, and you're just going to want to kind of spread those knees out back and forth. And again, you don't have to use a band if you don't want to, but you do want to try to push yourself. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is for the ankles. So as you know, our ankles are usually the weakest part of our body after we've had Guillain-Barre, and it took me about 6 years to strengthen them enough for me to wear high heels again. So I'm going to show you some of the exact exercises that I did. So again, with the band, and you're going to want to put it kind of right underneath your foot, and you're going to want to kind of pull that, and I hope you can see, and you're just going to want to pull up and down. And again, just kind of do that as many times as you can. Another really good one for the ankles is very similar again, but you're going to be wanting to kind of pull your foot in and then push it out. And you don't have to do it with a band as well, just trying to pull that in and out. I just want to point out something that is happening to me right now, and something that's very common after you've had guillain-barre is that your muscles start to fatigue and they start to kind of vibrate. So I'll just show you, for example, you can kind of see that my leg is really shaking, and that's because I already worked out about an hour ago. For me, I listen to my body, and I know that it doesn't really affect me in a negative way after I've worked out. It's fine even when I push myself through the vibration. I know a lot of people that get this. If you find that after you work out you're exhausted after, or it affects you even a day or two afterwards, then you probably push yourself too hard. So just pay attention to those little subtle cues that your body's telling you. So I'm going to show you just a couple upper bodies that you can do right in your chair or right on your couch. And the nice thing is you can use water bottles if you don't have like a resistance band, or if you don't have any dumbbells at home, and you can just fill them right up. And I'm just going to turn here, and you're just going to want to sit nice and straight, and you're just going to want to pull that arm up and down, and you're going to want to squeeze the bicep as it comes up. You can make that harder with grabbing like spaghetti sauce or something like a can that's heavier in your pantry. You can make it easier with emptying the water bottle. Next thing I'm going to show you is a tricep dip, and this is this exercise was shown in my recovery video a lot, because I did this a ton in my wheelchair. It's going to be a little bit different because I don't have arm rests here. So if you are in a wheelchair, you're going to be doing these on the armrest, and you're going to be wanting to lift yourself up and then lowering yourself down. So it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm just going to show it to you on the edge of the chair. You're going to want to have your shoulders pulled back, sitting nice and tall, and you're going to be wanting to lower yourself and then putting those elbows pointed to the back of the room. So again, just lowering and doing that several times. I'm just going to step it up a little bit. I'm going to do some squats, and you can start with a chair. Again, obviously this is going to depend on where you're at and whether you can do this or not, but this is kind of just the beginner one. So you're going to lean forward on your chair, shoulders pulled back, core engaged, and you can use your arms as leverage, and you're just going to want to stand up and squeeze that butt and then sit back down. And you can do that several times, as many times as you kind of can. And if you want to make it harder, is you can kind of take away the chair, and you're going to squat, and then you're going to want to stand up, so without resting your butt on the chair. Now, for those of you that are walking and trying to improve that and trying to strengthen those ankles, I'm going to show you some of the things that I did for that. So I'm going to start with heel-toe walks. Drop foot is a common problem where your ankle, it's really hard for you to lift up your feet. So practicing doing that is really important. So I'm just going to show you here what I've done is you can just walk around your house. And I hope you guys can see my feet, but you want to just walk and lift up your toes as high as you can as you walk. And just walk around your house like that. Next move is a calf raise. So I'm going to just turn around here and show it against the wall. So you just stand up against a wall about shoulder width, a little bit less than shoulder width away from the wall, and your feet about shoulder width apart. And you don't want to lock your knees, you just want to have them nice and loose, and you just want to stand up onto the balls of your feet. And that might be really small at first. You may barely be able to get the balls of your feet, or get onto the balls of your feet, but over time that will hopefully progress, and you just want to get up onto the top of your foot or the front of your foot and lower back down. And do that several times. And just kind of do them at a reasonable pace. And then another thing that I do with the calf raises, or that I did, was just do them at different speeds. So do them fast, or even just stay up there and just try to stay up there for a while and then go back down and go up and down. And those are really going to strengthen your ankles. Now, once you've mastered that, start trying to do that walking around your house. So you're going to want to stand up and you're going to do a calf raise, standing up onto the balls of your feet and walking around your house. Now this is kind of an expert, but this is how I got back into high heels, is by doing this and walking around. And you can hold on to something. I did these at the gym. People used to stare at me and look at me weird, but I would stand against the wall and I would walk along the wall, and I would do these back and forth and just turning around and walking back and forth. Last thing I'm going to show you is just a couple balance exercises, just because balance is a huge issue after you have guillain-barre. So working those is really good. Just some examples of some things you can do is stand on one leg, lift your leg up. I've improved my balance drastically, so this might be very difficult at first, but again, you're just going to do what you're capable of doing, lifting up your leg. Another one you can do is leaning forward and putting your leg out, and doing that on the other side. My one leg is much stronger than the other, clearly, and doing that. And I'm going to show you a lunge, and as you get better at this, you won't have to use something, but it's good to kind of have something to hold on to. You're going to want to stand up nice and tall, and you're going to put one leg behind you, your chest up and your shoulders back, and hold on to that chair or whatever you're using, and you're just lowering yourself at a 90-degree angle and then going up and down. And this, as you get better and as you're able to take your hand off there, this is going to really test your balance and hopefully get stronger as time goes on. So that's it, guys. I hope that helps. I hope that's given you guys a couple ideas of things that you can try for yourself at home, things that you can add to your routine. Even if you do those like 2-3 times a week, it's a great start. And just like I said, increase that over time so that it makes it a little bit more challenging. You want to see how your body feels. Again, if you are feeling super fatigued after you've worked out beyond 48 hours, and it's probably a sign that you've pushed yourself too hard, scale that back. Don't give up. Just try and see if you can maybe just do maybe 1 or 2 exercises and then slowly increase that as time goes on. Now, if you have the capability of working with a fitness instructor or a physiotherapist, I strongly suggest that you do, just because they can really pinpoint your strengths and your weaknesses, what you need to work on, and they'll show you how to kind of achieve your goals. So if you can, great, but if not, I know that's not always possible. That's why I created this video, just to show you some of the things that I did when I got out of the hospital. Hope that helps, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.